There's nothing like your car. Sure, some are fancier, but yours is yours. The seats adjusted just the way you like it. The aircon set perfectly. At Hertz, we can't provide your car, but we can provide a great range, convenient locations and smooth service, plus 15% off the base rate for AA members. Think of Hertz as your car away from car. Visit hertz.co.nz/AA and book now. T's and C's apply.
You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
The show comes to you live from Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in the Auckland suburb of Penrose. It's the home of the Warriors during the NRL season, but will be the home of Auckland FC during the A-League football season. Their first ever professional game kicks off at 5 o'clock this afternoon against Brisbane Roar. Auckland FC Director of Football is Terry McFlynn, himself the veteran of 178 matches across the first 9 seasons of the A-League and the winner of 2 championships with Sydney FC. He's popped into our mobile studio for a chat. Good to see you, Terry. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, Jason. It's been 11 months in the making. A lot of hard work behind the scenes. We've got a fantastic staff, both on and off the pitch. So, yeah, we've been building up for this day for a long time, so we're ready.
Let's talk about the roster you've assembled. How do you assess it?
Yeah, we're really happy where we've got to. We had a real clear strategy from day one to build a team for the community, from the community. We had a real key focus on getting as many Kiwi players back into professional football as we possibly could. And I think we've landed in a very, very positive space. We've got 18 Kiwi boys, 3 Aussies and 5 foreigners. So the blend of youth, which is great for the club's sustainability and long-term future proofing and succession planning is there. But we've got enough quality to be a challenger for the team for the title this season.
I want to talk about the imports in a moment, but the Kiwi boys, how did you go about identifying the ones that would fit what you were after?
Look, there was a real blend, really, of how we fitted, how we found the ones that we wanted. Obviously, we went to the very top. We tried to get as many all whites back as possible. It's well publicised now that Steve and myself went to Egypt in the March FIFA window and met with all the players and had discussions whether it was right for them now this season, whether it's next season, whether it's the season after, just to let them know that what we want to do as a football club and build a football club for New Zealand. We got the boys back from the very top, and then the younger ones, we were watching 3-4 games of football every week here in the local league, school football. There's a lot of talent in the Northern Region Football League. There's a lot of talent in the school football here, and these kids just need an opportunity.
You could have, if you'd wanted to, stacked it with Australians. You could have done that. You've got 3 good ones, Galloway, Hall, Brimmer in particular. I think will be a real big player for you. Did you ever at any time think, I could use a couple more Aussies, or were you always quite keen on that Kiwi strategy? No,
look, we were always very, very keen. I say keen's not the right word. We were always focused on having a Kiwi strategy. For us, it's about building a football club that this city wants to get behind, that this region wants to get behind. And I think having players from the community, for the community, one of your own, it's easy to back, it's easy to get behind. And so for us, it was very, very clear. And what made it even easier, Jason, to be honest, was when we saw the talent that's here. And not having a professional club in this city, in this region for 17, 18 years, this city's crying out for a football team, a professional team. And these kids that want to be professional footballers need somewhere to play.
When you identify a player, think that guy looks good on the grass, then what, Terry? How much due diligence, if that's the right word, do you do on the person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do loads. We've got a clear recruitment strategy built on character and competence. So the competence side of it, we've got the way we want to play, what a Auckland FC footballer looks like from a player profile point of view, technical, tactical, physical, mental. We do a lot of due diligence in terms of the character of the person. We were building a really strong culture here of togetherness, a really strong culture of family. We all do this together, we're all here, we work hard for each other every single day, and every single person that we've brought into the football club, be it staff member or player, is here for the right reasons.
Let's talk about the imports, because there are, I'm sure, literally thousands who, get pitched to you. You get sent their show reel or whatever they're called these days. What is your process around recruiting your 5 imports?
Look, the imports is very, very important. First and foremost, again, if we go back to what we want to do long term and the sustainability and succession planning of the club, we wanted players that had played at good levels. We wanted players that had been professionals for a long period of time, had that durability at the top level, which can educate the younger players in our group what it means to be a professional, both on and off the park. So the 5 that we've landed on, again, are at good ages. Louis Verstraete is 26, 27, Guillermo May is 27, Felipe Gallegos brings a little bit more experience. Obviously, Hiroki's very experienced at 34, 3 World Cups. So for us, it was about, yes, can they perform on the park week in, week out, which we know they can, bring success to the city, bring success to the football club, but longer term, can they actually educate the younger players on what it means to be a professional?
Hiroki Sako is a great get, isn't he? What a player, what a career. How did that happen?
In football and in life, sometimes you just get a bit of luck. We were very fortunate with Hiroki. He's a wonderful man, first and foremost. Such a humble human being. To have done what he's done in the game and in life, and to come in every day and see the big smile on his face and how he welcomes the younger players in. And it was a conversation with an agent, Lou Stika, based in Australia, who brought Shinji Ono to the A-League many years ago. Lou's obviously got a lot of contacts and business partners in Japan, and we had a conversation one night, and it just sort of developed from there. We spoke to Hiroki. He was very open to the project. He wanted to be part of something new, something he wanted to help build something. So that for us was music to our ears, to be honest. That we had someone of that ilk in world football that wanted to come and help us build a football club here, and even just the conversations beyond that with other players that we had, Hiroki Sakai as part of the roster, was a big help in the recruitment for other players.
I bet. Steve Corica, head coach, a guy you know well. What are the nature of your most common conversations with Steve Corica?
Look, at the very start, obviously with Nick Becker, the CEO, myself, started the club, and obviously the next appointment was going to be the head coach. We had a really clear remit from the owner, Mr. Bill Foley, that he wanted someone who knew the A-League, someone who knew the salary cap, who knew the players, who understood what it was here in a cap system, in a roster system, cap roster as well. But someone who'd also won the A-League. So there was only 2 coaches available at that time, and who had won the A-League and an understanding of what the A-League was. And we interviewed 11 coaches in the process. And Steve, obviously, as you said, Jason, we've worked together for many years, and we know each other inside out. So the working relationship was already there. We've got the same thinking and methodology in terms of football and how we want to play and how we want to do things. But also culturally, the way we want the team to function, the club to function, the culture to evolve. So yeah, look, the conversations in the early days was, I think he sort of felt a little bit, he's a coach. So he wants to be on the grass and he wants to be coaching. And when we didn't have any players, he didn't know players to coach, and we didn't have any balls, we didn't have any cones, we didn't have any hurdles, we had nothing. So, we were going around watching games and many conversations, watching videos, watching highlight reels, cutting up clips, doing data, and then slowly we started building player by player by player. And I think July 1 we started with 9 players at North Harbour Stadium, and then we just built from there. But now look, he's a winner, and he's come here to win, as I have, as Nick has, as everyone who's here, and we've got a really clear vision as a football club to be the first New Zealand team to win the A-League.
So how will you spend your day? You've come down to chat to me in amongst a very busy schedule for you, I'm sure. What will the afternoon look like for you up to kick off and during the game?
Look, a lot of work that gets done by the staff is unseen. So I'll just come down to check on how everything was at the stadium today, and catch up with Nick this morning, and make sure there's a lot of hype around today. There's been hasn't been a professional club in this city for 17 or 18 years, and we've got a fantastic staff, beautiful people. So yeah, just checking in with them, making sure that everything's going to run smooth for them today, and they enjoy the moment. I think it's important that they sit back at some point today and reflect on everything they've done to get it to this point. As a football club, we started as a a phone call or an email or a WhatsApp message back in November 2023, and to be sitting here today with a sellout crowd, a team on the park that's going to be competitive, and a real buzz around the city, it's something that every member of staff at Auckland FC should be really proud of.
Will you get the chance to do that? Will you take a moment?
Yeah, look, there'll be a moment today. Obviously, we've got to focus on winning, which is why we're here and what we're doing. But the boys are ready. You know, they've trained. I think yesterday was session 61 since we started, so we're ready to go. But I think it's important that the staff, the players, their families actually recognise, well, this is real now. You know, we're here, and it's for the long term. It's not a flash in the pan. It's not something that's going to come and go. It's something that the city's been crying out for. And yeah, look, during the game, you know, I'll be what I normally do. Game days, I'm in the change room with the boys beforehand, just making sure they're relaxed, making sure the coaches are relaxed, everything's in place. Obviously, get through the first half time again, just reassess, keep the emotional levels level, keep everything sort of in check, and then watch the second half, and we go again. But I think the most important thing really for us is it's a journey. You know, are we going to get everything right day one? No, we're definitely not. We're going to make mistakes, and we're going to learn from them. We're going to grow as a football club and as a staff. But yeah, it's all about working together. And as I said before, the people we've brought in, there's a real togetherness, there's a real unity behind what we want to achieve. And like I said, that vision's clear to be the first New Zealand team to win the A-League.
Congrats on getting Auckland FC to the start line, Terry. It's an exciting day for you, for your fan base, for the owners, for everybody connected to the club. Great to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in.
No problem. Thank you.
No, thank you, Terry. Terry McFlynn there, Director of Football here at Auckland FC. We're broadcasting from Mount Smart today until 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock kickoff or just after for Auckland FC's first game in this competition against Brisbane Roar.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.
Hi, I'm Ryan Bridge, and I'm excited to host a new podcast called Bridge Talks Business with Milford, where I'll be talking about, well, business, obviously. Every week, I'll be joined by one of Milford's team of analysts, fund managers, and financial experts to cover key business events. It'll be your go-to for insights on the markets, business, and the economy, both here and overseas, as we dig a little deeper into the business week. Join me for Bridge Talks Business with Milford. Subscribe on iHeart or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss an episode. All discussions are informational only and should not be considered financial advice.